Hello everyone, welcome to Generation Makeup. Today we're doing a skincare routine. I know for some people skincare is their most important step in their makeup routine, but for me too, because a good base makes a good face. That's what I always say. So I'm going to show y'all step by step how I do my makeup routine, and I hope you enjoy. Keep on watching. So, when I'm having a really bad skin day, I come home and I do a mask. So I have really oily skin, like really oily skin. So drying masks are not damaging to me. But I know for some people drying masks are like the worst thing they could ever do. So this routine is really for people with oily skin, but some tips I will share with you can apply to anyone. So the masks that I use are typically clay masks. I have this one from Trader Joe's. It came in a pack of 3. This is the Clay Detox masks. And I use this when I'm having like a really bad skin day. It helps pull all the impurities out of my skin, and it really leaves my skin feeling clean, like super clean. Dry, really dry, and really tight, but really clean. And that's important to me. Now, I also use this Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. You've probably heard of this if you're in, the skincare community. I've used quite a lot of it because it can be used in so many different ways. Like, you can put this on your face, and you can also use it for your hair. It pulls all the impurities out of your skin, doesn't matter where you put it. I've even used it on my chest because I have, back knee and acne on my chest. And it really does help pull the impurities out, and it clears up your skin. You might feel like the next day that you have more pimples, but that's because it's pulling the impurities to the surface of the skin. And like afterwards, I always feel like my skin looks really clear. So I always love using this and the other clay mask. Now when you use it, you might feel like your skin gets really hot and you can feel it pulsating, but that's because this one especially, but that's because your skin is getting really tight, and that's just what the clay mask does. Once you rinse it off, after a few minutes the feeling should go away, but if you feel like your skin is really red and irritated, you should not use this again. They have a smaller size of this that's about half this size. You don't have to use all of it, but I find when I use it on the hair, my skin feels so stripped. Doesn't feel too dry, but it does feel stripped and super clean too. So it's like a deep conditioning mask for your hair if you were to use it that way. So today I'm having one of those bad skin days where I feel like my skin kind of needs a little bit of a jump start. My pores are super large, and I'm having a breakout here and up here. I hardly ever get breakouts on my forehead as much, now that I'm getting a little older. I used to have breakouts, all over my face. I'm sure y'all have seen the evidence of that in my past videos, but it's getting a little better now that I'm getting better with my skincare routine and finding what works with my skin. So I'm not gonna use this today because I feel like even though I'm having not a good skin day, this is like way too much for me right now. So I'm gonna use this. This is a little bit more gentle than this. This can be really irritating sometimes because it is so potent and so strong, but today I'm going to be using this. Now this you have to mix up yourself. This kind of comes already in a paste form, so you don't need to mix it up. It's really hot in my bathroom, that's why I keep wiping my face. It's really hot in my bathroom. Anyways, I'm going to use this. I'm almost out of this because I've been using it for a while. It's really good at cleaning my skin, and they're basically made of the same thing. Bentonite clay, that's what this is. This is pure bentonite clay. And this is bentonite clay with some other ingredients. So I'm going to use this. I just wipe it all over my skin. That's literally all I do. Ooh, thank you. Just like any other clay mask, you do need to be careful where you put this, because it's kind of irritating a little bit for the skin, but it really does work, at least for me. If you have dry skin, this might not be a good mask to put all over your skin, but I have really oily skin. In about an hour or two, my skin is gonna get really oily, so I don't have to worry about that. So I just put it all over my face. And this, I think this dries faster than the other mask does because it's mixed with other things, not just the clay itself. So I basically just put it all over my face. Like, I don't think about it too much. I mainly focus it in the areas I know I have large pores and bad acne, which is like almost all over my face, but especially in my T-zone. So just like I was saying, a good skincare routine is your most important step in your makeup routine, because your skin texture, it pokes out when you do your makeup. Like, it doesn't matter what product you're using, you're most likely gonna see your texture of your skin. Some products can minimize it, some products can emphasize it, but you're always gonna see it and it's always gonna be there. So the better you take care of your skin, the better your makeup will be. At least that's what I believe. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry, and when I come back, we're gonna continue with how I do my skincare routine. Okay, now I'm back, and obviously the mask has dried. Now I'm gonna show you how I take it off. I take one of these little fabric pads. I don't really know what to call them. They're just little rounds of soft fabric on one side and then a scrubby side on the other. And I wet this and I pat my face with it to loosen up the mask, and then I wipe it off. Okay, so my skin right now is wet and very red and irritated. So to be honest, I don't really even need to go in with a cleanser, because that mask really strips my skin of any dirt. But when I do use a cleanser, this is what I use. I use this Biore baking soda pore cleanser. It has little beads of baking soda in it so that it scrubs a little while you use it. I like using this because Biore is really well known for their skincare, and it does a pretty good job of stripping my face of any dirt and, you know, dead skin cells. So that's what I use. And I do have a gentle cleanser. This is a No. 7 Beautiful Skin Melting Gel Cleanser. This is what I use like when my skin is really sensitive and irritated. I could use it now, but I don't really need it. It doesn't even bubble up. It doesn't lather. So it's very, very gentle. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tone my skin. What I do to do that is I take some cotton rounds and I take my toner, which is not the Trader Joe's Rose Water Facial Toner. I used that up. It was some Dr. Brandt's toner. I forget what it was called, but the bottle broke, so I just transferred it into this, and that's what I use to tone my face. Any toner will work. I used to use the astringent Seabreeze. Now, if you're familiar with Seabreeze, you know that it's essentially alcohol. It's essentially alcohol, so it really does close up your pores and kind of cleans the skin effectively. It's kind of irritating, not gonna lie. Seabreeze is kind of irritating, but it would work for me. What I use to moisturize is two things. I use this Murad Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisture Cream. It's very thick and I don't like it as much as I like this other one, but it does moisturize. It's kind of thick and it makes me feel like there's a film over my skin, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I use it and I'm almost out of it. But my favorite moisturizer is this Belif Aqua Bomb. Y'all know I've talked about it before. It's my favorite moisturizer because it's really thin and it soaks into the skin really easily. So I like using this when I moisturize my face. I'm going to use it now. You really don't need much because it goes a long way. And a tiny sample size will go a long way. Again, circular motions. So don't forget the eyelids because those need to be moisturized too. And there you go. So when I want a really, really deep clean, and if I want to do an exfoliant, I can go with a skin scrub or I can go with this. This little guy right here is a Biore Charcoal Deep Pore Exfoliating Gel Peel. This essentially is a chemical exfoliant, and I never use this more than once a week because it's strips the dead skin cells from your skin. And hey, that sounds like a good idea, and yeah, it leaves your skin really soft, but it can leave your skin really dry, and you don't want to strip your skin of all of its moisturization, and this can do that. And it's not good to do an exfoliant. You don't want to irritate your skin, you don't want to oversensitize it, because you know, you should have a little bit of a natural layer to protect your skin from the outside. The other scrub that I will use, this is Biore Baking Soda Acne Scrub. Again, I trust Biore. I think they're a great brand, especially for, you know, teens with hormonal acne such as mine. So this is what I use when I want to use like a gritty scrub. And Basha is a really good brand. They're like a more high-end skincare brand, but all of their products are very good. So when I feel like using a scrub brush, I only use this once a day because it's kind of exfoliating. I don't want to use this more than once a day because it can be a little irritating on my skin. This is my Conair. I couldn't tell you what model or make it is because I got this like 4 years ago, but I've been using it almost every day for years, and it's still good. Sometimes it acts up when it's charging, but the charge lasts a long time, so I don't need to leave it on the charger every day. I'll charge it maybe once a month, and the charge will last all that month. So this is really good because it came with replaceable heads. I've had all these heads for a while. I don't buy new heads because I find if I can deep clean them, I don't need to buy new ones. I soak them in alcohol and peroxide for overnight, and that cleans them really, really well. So, and they don't fray. These brush heads don't fray like your toothbrush, kind of. They don't fray. So this has been good to me for years. So your lip care is just as important as your skin care. Technically, the skin on your lips is part of your face. So what I've recently been obsessed with is the Fenty Beauty Pro Kisser Lip Scrub Stick. That's what it is. So I've been using this like every 2 days when I feel like my lips need to be exfoliated. It does a really great job. It's one of my favorite lip scrubs at the moment, but I feel like it probably won't last me longer than like 6 months. But that's probably a good thing because of all the ingredients. I don't want it to expire on me. So that's a really good lip scrub, and I like it a lot. The other lip scrub is this one. Can't tell you where it's from because we bought it at some convention, and the label kind of peeled off, and I don't really remember where it's from, but I do know that it's like a mint flavor. It's kind of a DIY at home kind of lip scrub, but it is really good, and it tastes really good too. It's minty. Not a big fan of the color though. That's kind of my only like thing. Like, it didn't need to have coloring in it. It doesn't like stain your lips or anything, but like it didn't need to have color in it. That's my only gripe with this. So I'm just gonna run down some of my skincare routines. On like a regular night when I just need to take my makeup off and get ready for bed, I'll take my makeup off with this, which is a simple micellar cleansing water. Any micellar cleansing water is good for taking your makeup off because I find that it really strips the skin of all the makeup. And then I go over my skin with my scrub brush and the Biore Baking Soda Cleanser, and that cleans my skin really good. And then I'll tone with my Dr. Brandt, and then moisturize with my Aqua Bomb or my Murad. If I'm having a bad skin day, kind of like I was today, I'll do a mask, leave it on for 20 minutes. You don't have to wait for it to dry entirely. Or sometimes I do a mask and then I hop in the shower and take it off. And I have a cleanser in the shower that I use. Let me get it. This is my Trader Joe's Nourish Dermatologist formulated all-in-one facial cleanser. I just use it as a cleanser, even though it says you can use it as a exfoliant. I don't really believe that because I don't find that it exfoliates my skin, but it's a good gentle cleanser. And then I get out of the shower and moisturize my face as I would any other day. On a good skin day, I skip the brush part. I just use my baking soda Biore cleanser with my hands, and then tone, and then moisturize. So yeah, that's my skincare routine. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I love hearing your thoughts and your feedback. How can I make this channel a little more exciting, a little more watchable? Please give me your feedback so that I can make this experience a little more enjoyable for you. But anyways, honey pots, stay well and stay beautiful. Bye.